Justin Tucker has it on the tee. And off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs come out with the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, two-time regular season MVP, three-time Super Bowl MVP, just in his 8th year, best in the business at the helm for KC. Greg?
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special. And needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll find his man, Nicole Hardman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Mahomes. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. A short throw taken in by Kelsey.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. They put Kelsey in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
Taking a second effort, and he is in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike. I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
They'll try and play with some pace early on. Second down, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
In motion comes Walker. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
They'll run. It's Henry. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. They need 8 as they come up for third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Again, it's Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson up top again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That is caught. He finds Walker. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Baltimore. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. On the option, they give it to Henry. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Now Jackson, this a designed run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs.
You know, Mike, look, there is no more dynamic quarterback with the ball in his hands than Lamar Jackson, especially on 4th down. So for this defense to be able to come up with that stop, that is a fantastic job.
The Chiefs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Over the middle, that's Kelsey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
One of the tight ends motions right. Mahomes now on second down. That's to the right side and incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. Third down coming up.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Third and long for Mahomes. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He may go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 84 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got... And the Chiefs move out on top, 14-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the goal line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for their second possession. They're staring at a... deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Catch made there, left side by Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and the Ravens this offseason, when you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's a... job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll motion over Flowers. On play action, here's Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Nice pickup here to the back, and what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
First and goal, and it's Henry. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs' offense and Rashee Rice set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They'll stick with him again. Sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the drive will stay alive. He's got the first down up to the 44. Coming. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Can he get away? No, he's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On second down, Mahomes. He keeps it himself. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On fourth down, on is the Chiefs' new punter for 2024, Matt Ariza. Deep for the Ravens, it's Deontay Hardy. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and it'll be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Raven first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he will go all the way. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Tucker for the point out. His kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. On the return, it's the rookie Xavier Worthy. past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardy to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense going to take over here in the last minute of this 1st half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. We'll start this drive with 1st down. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and Let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports Studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was Derrick Henry, as he normally does, making his impact felt in that first half.